Hello, Village. This is Pastor AJ. Welcome to today's Rooted Online. We're still in the book of 1 Peter. We're still in chapter 1. If you haven't read verses 1 through 12, I encourage you to do that for today. We're in verses 13 through 14, but Peter's argument here is built on what he said in 1 through 12. So read that, catch up a little bit, and we'll jump right in. 13 and 14 says this, "Therefore, preparing your minds for action and being sober-minded, set your hope fully on the grace that will be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. As obedient children, do not be conformed to the passions of your former ignorance." Peter, in these two short verses, it gives instruction on where people should be setting their hope and on how then they should conduct their living in light of this. And so he walked through 1 through 12 this idea of who we are and what our future looks like and how that impacts our present. And now he's really focusing on this present and saying, you need to be preparing your minds for action, you need to be sober-minded, and you need to set your hope fully on the grace that will be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. You see, in Jesus we've been given peace. In Jesus we've been given assurance, and in Jesus ultimately we've been given hope. So as Christians, in light of how this world looks and how this world is functioning, we of all people have the most hope because we know how the story ends. We know that Jesus is coming back. We know that he's going to make all things new and make all things right. And that's what Peter wants the church to remember here. We need to set our hope fully on the grace that will be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Now grace is being given something you don't deserve. And so we're not earning this grace. We're not working hard to attain this grace, and we're not given it simply because we hope this way. Rather, Peter's saying, look, we have this future reality. We have this future reality that we've been given grace at the revelation of Jesus, that one day God is going to make all things right. And it's on that day when we're going to be given this grace that we don't deserve, but that Jesus is going to give us anyway. And then he ends by saying, as obedient children, do not be conformed to the passions of your former ignorance. See, faith does require obedience. You can't just simply believe something and not act on it, right? And so Peter urges his followers here, the people in the dispersion, to be obedient children. Don't go back to the sins that you were once in. Don't go back to the passions of your former ignorance. Rather, walk in the truth. Walk in the truth that Jesus is coming back, that you have grace given to you, that all things will be made right, all things will be made new. That's hope, and that's the hope that we have in Jesus. We've been given this assurance. We don't need to be people that are anxious. We don't need to be people that are worried. We need to be people that are hopeful, and putting our hope in Jesus and trusting him. And we need to be people that are wise in these times, but we need to be people that are hopeful too. So then how are you using this time? Are you using this time to be in God's Word? Are you furthering your relationship with him? Are you reaching out to others? Are you thinking about others? Are you praying for them? Are you renewing your mind? Because Jesus is coming back. I hope he's coming back soon. We're going to expect that grace to be given to us at this time. We're setting our minds hopefully on this future. We know that Jesus is coming back. Let's not go back to the ways of our former ignorance, but rather trust in this God who is going to make all things right.